Today we're going to be doing a slight comparison video for people who kind of can't differentiate too much on helmets when they see the pros using them, and then they a lot of times they'll think, oh, you know what, I can buy that helmet at retail level. Now, at this point in time, a lot of companies are actually releasing some of these exact same helmets to the public, and then a lot of times they kind of do it and then they take them away. Maybe, sales are lacking, maybe they just don't feel like doling it out. One of the big ones for a while there was the CCM V08, which was the same shell as the CCM V10. The V08 was probably the best helmet CCM ever made in their Vector line, whereas the V10 was just a hunk of junk, and it was just a more narrow version of the 8K helmet, which is also a hunk of shit. I mean, granted, Bobby Ryan and Sidney Crosby use the same shell. Bobby Ryan uses the 4K, which is the V8 version of the Reebok size type, which is just a vinyl nitrile padding, where Sidney Crosby still uses the 8K, which is the EPV foam with the little comfort gel padding. In this case, so as some of you guys might know at this point, I have announced it on Facebook. I kind of haven't really had the chance to announce it on here. But at this point, I've actually started a collaboration in helping Sideline swap with a lot of their gear videos. So some of their gear that you'll see, I think it's been about three or four of the last couple of videos that they've made and going on in the future. Those will be collaborated by me. I'm doing a lot of the research. So one thing that I had a conversation about with my contact from Sideline Swap, when they're building the script and trying to get the research, I'm the one that researches it, is we were trying to go over how Bauer helmets work. So as you guys see, I have a Bauer Reakt. Two of them, white, navy. Now the only difference is one is an actual Reakt, the other one is the IMS.9.0. Now, if you guys have noticed, this was released to the public a couple of years ago, and it's still going strong. For a helmet that came out about 2 or 3 years ago, this is still a very popular helmet, especially with the pros. Some of them have switched to the Reakt 100, the Reakt 75, but a lot of the pros that still use Bauer, they're still using the Reakt. Hell, some of the pros are still using the 9900 and the 5100, so that just goes to show, certain helmets just have their lasting power and become instant classics, especially with fit and comfort. I myself came over from the 5100. That helmet was very wide for me, which was great because I have a big fat head. And so I was very concerned once that helmet, I ended up giving it away to somebody. And I thought, oh man, I'm never going to be able to find another helmet like that if it's discontinued. Enter the Reakt and the IMS. So we're going to talk about it. As you can see, the Bauer Reakt / IMS 9.0 is the same exact shell. They both have the little clip in the back, which allows you to extend the helmet for comfort and proper fit. They both have the same exact side panelings. And as you can see, they both have the pour-on the side of your head. The only difference is a lot of the pros did not want an EPP style helmet, which is their suspension tech. They wanted the style of fit, and as you can see, it still has some of the EPP, but I think this is going to be a contest to see how many times I can say EPP without it turning into a dirty joke. But as you can see, that has more of a soft foam. I want to call it a vinyl nitrile or a VN, but it's kind of not like that. And I think this is where part of that Mission technology that they picked up a long time ago when they bought Mission comes into play. Because on the Mission intake, which was a VN, it was a different style of VN, which also came into play into the 5100. If you look up my review on the Bauer 5100, you'll see what I mean. Same thing, same concept, more comfortable foam. Whereas this is still very comfortable, but this one is preferred by most people. Honestly, I can differentiate between back and forth without a single issue, and now that I have long hair, neither helmet gives me a problem, which is wonderful to me, because one issue that I had with a lot of helmets from Mission to Bauer to CCM is as soon as my hair started getting long, the problems started happening. The helmet will pop out and all the other good stuff, which is, dangerous. The only difference is I sweat a lot, obviously. This helmet seems to drain it sideways. This helmet drains it directly down the middle and into my visor. So if I'm looking down, say I'm at a face-off and I look up, I had a ref last time I played CVH look at me and go, Jesus Christ, look at all the pool of sweat on your visor. That's disgusting. It is. I mean, I sweat a lot, but it was just really weird and awkward. Now, that's one of the main difference. So if you see one of your favorite pros, Patrick Kane, well, man, I could go down a list. There's a lot of pros. Artemi Panarin is a perfect example. Artemi Panarin looks like he's using the Reakt, but here's how you can tell. Here's how you can tell when your favorite pro player in the NHL is using a IMS.9.0 instead of a Reakt. You see that? Pay attention to that. RIP to our buddy Steve Oldani. Too old. It's been too long. You're still missed, buddy. But see that? See the difference? The Reakt has a dial for the back. One thing that Bauer has done for a long time, they started doing the 8800. They created an occipital lock, which you used to dial in with Velcro. Now you can dial in with this. Same thing over here. So this one, it still has the occipital lock, but it's spring loaded. See that? Springy. See that? Not springy, just, kind of loose. So you put it on, then it locks in. That's the difference. That's how you can tell. Essentially, the fit is still the same. You're still going to wear it the same exact way. It's still going to fit your head the same exact way. One is just going to be more comfortable to you than the other. To me, like I said, it is the same, but that is essentially it. That's really it. They both have the nice comfort padding on the side. The one thing that I did notice is this comfort padding on the side, the pour-on, it's a lot stiffer on the Reakt. On the IMS, it's butter. On the Reakt, it's not room temperature butter. That's about it. So, if you have any questions or any concerns, let me know. And that's basically it. Thanks for watching. I'm probably going to start doing some of these gear comparisons to kind of coincide with a lot of these videos. So keep an eye out for that. And thanks for watching. Thanks for still being around. Don't forget to share this with your friends, your family. Tell your parents I said hello. Tell your grandma I said hello. Wish them a happy birthday if it is, or happy birthday to you. Cheers.